My name is Tyler Lehman. I'm a 20-year-old senior here at San Francisco State University, and I live in Concord, California. I am a journalism student here at SF State. Primary focus is print and online. This year for the Express, my beat is sports, and specifically I cover men's soccer. They just have a really good team. They're already 2-0 on the season. And they have just some interesting, cool players on the team. They have a guy from Britain who I'm actually doing a profile on in the next couple days. It's coming out in the next issue, hopefully. And they have a guy from Latvia. They got a lot of good recruits in. It's the second year that head coach Matt Barnes is coaching the team, so he's kind of implementing his system. So they're just really good. So they're just fun to watch and cover. Besides profiles, I haven't put too much thought into it. I hope they make playoffs. That would be awesome because then I could cover kind of like their build up to the playoffs. I don't think they haven't been in the playoffs in over like 20 years. It's been a really long time. The program's been struggling, so if they were able to get the playoffs for the first time in a long time, that would just be a great story to cover. The dream story. Oh man, I think the dream story honestly would be if towards the end of the year, if their star defensive captain Max Talbert, if he ends up going to if I follow him to say like the MLS Combine and he makes it onto a team, just covering that. I don't know what the time frame is for something like that, but that would be something that would be just sick to cover. So it just starts with a pitch. We pitch it to our editor, come up with a story idea, and then from there, I set up the interviews. We go through the PR reps, Joe Donahue and Matt Fontenot. So I email them, I contact them, and then they set up interviews for me. And then I interview, the athletes. So I'll interview, say, like head coach Matt Barnes and a couple of players. So for example, this profile I'm working on, Ashley Watson, he's a guy from London. So I'm going to talk to head coach Matt Barnes. I'm going to talk to Ashley, talk to another player. This is set up for tomorrow, Friday. And then once I do that, then I take notes, record audio, and then I go home. And then I just, bust out the article and just write it how I see fit and then send it to editors and it comes back and forth and then boom, it's published. Just experience, just learning how to be a better writer, learning how to write under pressure, because in reporting, you could cover it whenever you wanted to, and then you'd have like a week before your articles due. Whereas this, you're on, a strict deadline, so you got to make sure that you do your article as fast as you can, and at the same time, even though you have to kind of rush it a little bit, you have to make sure that's still good, So that's the hardest part, just learning how to write under crunch time, but still write in a way that makes the article just good and interesting. It's really cool. It's just a fun experience in your article in the paper, just because it's been, what you've been, at least personally, what I've been working towards for a while now, just out of high school, right out of the gate, I just knew that, sports journalism is what I wanted to do. I just went to community college for 2 years at Diablo Valley College, then transferred over, and all last year just taking the reporting and digital media news gathering and everything, just so I could lead up to this point and start writing articles and hope to just develop some good clippings and get a decent job out of college, hopefully.